Hey friends, this is the Miss Wolfie from our Half Acre Homesteads with another Food That Really Schmecks recipe. Today, it's lazy cakes. And here's what you're going to need. 1.5 cups of sugar, 4 cups of flour, 3/4 cup of lard and butter mixed, 3 eggs, and the recipe calls for 1 teaspoon of cream of tartar and 1 teaspoon of baking soda, which is basically baking powder, but our baking powder today is made with other ingredients like cornstarch. So in here I've put 2.5 teaspoons of baking powder. And our recipe is on page 170, lazy cakes. Okay, so first things first, we're going to get our fat. Now I would have probably just done butter, but you know what? They call this shortening, which is a butter lard mix. I'm not going to argue with them if that's how they do it. So at least it's not Crisco, right? And we're going to start this. We're going to start this creaming. And while that's doing that, we're just going to crack in our eggs. Don't crack them on the edge of your bowl, folks. Why? Because that's when you're liable to break the shell and get it right into your mix. Crack them on the counter. You'll have less egg shells in your finished baking. Now I'm going to take the whisk off because by the description of the dough, we're going to be making it into like buns. So if that's the case, then we're going to treat it that way. And I'm going to start sifting, because I didn't sift it prior. I'm going to start sifting in our flour and our baking powder. All right, I'll lock this down and put it on a knead mode here. Okay, this looks about right. I've never made these before, folks. Blend shortening and sugar, add eggs, and beat well together. Mix in sifted dry ingredients and make into small flat buns. Roll buns in sugar, bake at 400-degree oven for about 20 minutes. So let's preheat our oven to 400 degrees. Start that. Let's dump some sugar onto our board here. And let's see how much dough we have. Okay, so I'm going to say it says small flat cakes. So let's make a log, right? Because they're not telling me, they're just saying small flat cakes. And I'm going to just slice them, and it says to roll them in sugar. Can you even see what I'm doing here? Slice them. I think these are kind of an Amish biscuit almost, or like a scone. It didn't say how thick. That's my concern at the moment. But they're called lazy cakes. Mix, cut, coat, and cook. So we shall see. I think I'm making these too thick, but now that I've started, I've got to kind of keep things consistent, right? It is a lazy day for us today. Howie loves my lazy days because he gets grilled cheeses and tomato soup. Those are his favorite for a lazy day meal. You know, you could offer him a Subway, like a big sub sandwich, or grilled cheeses with onions, and tomato soup, and he'll take the grilled cheese and tomato soup over a sub every single time. Alright, so here are our cakes, our lazy day cakes. I'm going to go get some more sugar and be right back. See, my instinct would be add a few raisins or some cinnamon in the sugar, but you know what? I'm following the recipe. The only thing I have modified, because these recipes aren't really, you know, very exact. They don't tell you how thick. They don't tell you whether it's needed or not. Okay, as soon as my oven comes up to 400 degrees, these are going into the oven for 20 minutes. Our timer has gone off. And they kind of look like big shortbread cookies.
Jeez.
What's that?
I said, holy jeez.
These are called lazy cakes. And they're from the Food That Really Schmecks book. They're kind of like a big soft sugar cookie almost, but with a cake consistency. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Awesome.
SCHMECK.
SCHMECK. Thanks, honey. Just a follow-up, folks. Howie took, or I sent the rest of those lazy cakes to work with Howie, and he put them on the lunch table. And when he took one, and when he went back to get a cup of coffee, they were gone. Poof. So everybody liked them. This is Mrs. Wolfie from our half-acre homestead saying lazy cakes. Everybody at work agrees. They really schmeck. Take care. God bless.